Inside Beyonce and Jay-Z's new $90 million mansion, and could JLo and A-Rod be heading down the aisle? Now, before we get into Beyonce and JLo, it's another day and another slithering snake courtesy of Taylor Swift. Like the way I said snake, I didn't mean to be so dramatic. All right, it's the second cryptic reptilian video, but I'm afraid I've got nothing more on her mysterious message. One can only assume it's new music, so dear Taylor, just come out with it already. All right, Taylor may have wiped her social media clean, making way for her next era. Meanwhile, Beyonce is hiding nothing. Beyonce gave birth to twins 10 weeks ago, but you'd never know it by looking at the most recent sexy pics. B pulled out that freakum dress, showing off her curves in this sheer body con dress by House of CB. And get this, the price is only 179 bucks, ladies. Now, if you're gonna be the queen and dress like one, you gotta live like royalty too. Beyonce and Jay-Z have officially bunkered down in Los Angeles. A source confirms to ET the couple closed on this 30,000 square foot Bel Air mansion. The purchase price, $90 million. Pocket change for them, right? All right, perched up on a hill with a view of LA, the 8-bedroom, 11-bath home might just be big enough for the family of 5. The 2-acre property features 4 pools, lots of outdoor lounging space. There's also a basketball court, room for a recording studio, separate staff quarters, and a garage big enough to park 15 cars. Now, Mr. and Mrs. Carter would have some famous neighbors like Jen Aniston and JLo. Although who knows for how long, because Jenny from the block has been spending a lot of time in Miami with her man A-Rod. Yep, JRod is going strong, literally. Look at these two work on their fitness at A-Rod's new UFC gym in his hometown. The couple who works out together apparently stays together, because a source tells ET the pair are solid and happier than ever. In fact, those in JLo's inner circle see marriage potential, and that JLo, quote, loves that they're both successful in business and they're both parents. A source close to Alex adds he is all in and his kids like her a lot, and that's what means the most to him. JLo is in Miami spending time with Alex and his daughters before she heads back to Vegas for her residency. The proud papa live streamed the family night on Instagram, and just look how cute they are.
Jennifer, what was the highlight of your summer?
I love our weekends on Shades. We get to go out to the country house.
I would say Paris. Paris was a highlight.
What'd I tell you? So cute. Let's pop up that John and Chrissy scale and check back in with these two, because they are such a solid 9. I mean, serious goals. But do you agree or not? Hit me up in those comments section. And if you don't think they are a 9, let me know why. I am curious. All right, someone who has not been as lucky in finding love, DeMario Jackson. Yep, we're still talking about the scandal that rocked Bachelor in Paradise, and tonight, the man at the center of it all sits down with Chris Harrison. For more on that, welcome back our girl, Lauren Zima.
Almost paradise.
Almost.
I wasn't.
Let's talk about this. DeMario has been making the rounds. You chatted with him one-on-one ahead of the interview. Literally, what else is there left to say?
I know, that's kind of the question, because DeMario has given a lot of sit-downs, and then we saw kind of what happened in Paradise on the show's season premiere, and then now Chris Harrison is sitting down with DeMario. So the question is, what is left to say? But when I talked to DeMario, he told me that he is a, quote, wreck during this interview with Chris Harrison. He cried in my interview, and so I would imagine he really goes to town in this, because here's the thing. Chris Harrison and ABC, they kind of know what they're okay with airing, so Chris could really ask very pointed questions, I think, about the scandal, knowing what they'd be okay talking about. So it's going to be interesting to watch.
And they talked for about like an hour, hour and a half?
Yes, that's what I talked to contestant Derek Peth, who was there because they had Bachelor in Paradise contestants there in the audience, of course, ABC with that branding, everybody's there. And he said that Chris talked to DeMario for about an hour, hour and a half, also talked to Corinne separately. We won't see that until next week. They kept them separate, so I think that would maybe make them open up even more, because they're like not worried about what the other's thinking.
Well, now we have your first look at the actual sit down between DeMario and Chris. Take a look.
So what happened on the first day with Corinne?
You know, we got turned up. You know, it was a very, I mean, we're at the bar, we're hanging out, one thing leads to another, and we're making out. And I'm like,
you and Corinne?
Corinne and I, yeah. And I'm like, oh, wow, Paradise is going. I remember, I think it was Diggy that said, Paradise is official. And like, I have my whistle around my neck. I'm blowing that, annoying everybody. Everybody's on set. Like, I think I brought like 50 whistles. I think I have None of them.
And how long was this into Paradise?
This was quick. This was, I mean, we were at
like hours or minutes?
This was probably like an hour or so, you know.
So pretty quick.
That was quick. Yeah. You know, this was, if this was like in bar terms, we just got to the club. Yeah. We're already about to like get out of there. But yeah, you know, I mean, we're there, you know, we're hanging out. Then she's like, let's go to the pool. So, I mean, who would say no to Corinne?
A very pointed comment. Who would say no to Corinne? Wow. So I talked to Chris Harrison actually after Men Tell All from The Bachelorette, where DeMario was like super vocal, swearing a ton, didn't cry though. Ultimately, Chris told me that after Men Tell All, he wasn't sure how things would go with DeMario during this sit down, so we're gonna see it all tonight on ABC.
Well, thank you, Lauren. You guys can, of course, as always, catch up with Lauren and her Bachelor in Paradise recap on today's new episode of Roses and Rosé.
It's up right now. Have a drink. Be safe though.
Thank you, girl.
Bye.
Almost paradise. All right, you guys, that is it for today. Be sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss an episode of The Daily Denny and Roses and Rosé. And of course, we have all of this and a lot more up at etonline.com. So I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna shimmy it out. Bye.